Namaskar, Jai Shri Krishna. Pursuing text 31 and text 32 of chapter 6 Jnana Yoga of Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. Text 31. सर्वभूत स्थितम यो माम भजतेक त्वमा स्थितः सर्वथा वर्तमानो अपि स योगी मयि वर्तते. Such a yogi who engages in the worshipful service of the super soul, knowing that I and the super soul are one, remains always in me in all circumstances. A yogi who is practicing meditation on the super soul sees within himself the plenary portion of Krishna as Vishnu, with four hands holding conch shell, wheel, club and lotus flower. The yogi should know that Vishnu is not different from Krishna. Krishna in this form of super soul is situated in everyone's heart. Furthermore, there is no difference among the innumerable super souls present in the innumerable hearts of living entities. Nor is there a difference between a Krishna's conscious person always engaged in the transcendental loving service of Krishna and a perfect yogi engaged in meditation on the super soul. The yogi in Krishna's consciousness, even though he may be engaged in various activities while in material existence, remains always situated in Krishna. This is confirmed in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1.2.187 of Srila Rupa Goswami. Nikhilasva api avasthasu Jivan Muktaha sa uchyate. A devotee of the Lord, always acting in Krishna's consciousness, is automatically liberated. In the Narada Pancharatra, this is confirmed in this way. Dika Kaladi Anavachinne Krishna Seto Vidhaya cha Tanamayo Bhavati Shipram Jivo Brahmani Yojayet. By concentrating one's attention on the transcendental form of Krishna, who is all pervading and beyond time and space, one becomes absorbed in thinking of Krishna and then attains the happy state of transcendental association with him. Krishna's consciousness is the highest stage of trance in yoga practice. This very understanding that Krishna is present as Paramatma in everyone's heart makes the yogi faultless. The Vedas Gopala Tapani Upanishad 1.21 confirm this inconceivable potency of the Lord as follows. Iko api sana bahudha yo avabhati. Although the Lord is one, he is present in innumerable hearts as many. Similarly, in the Smriti Shastra it is said, Ika iva paro Vishnu sarvavyapi na samshayah aishwaryada rupam ekamacha suryavata bahudhe yate. Vishnu is one and yet he is certainly all pervading. By his inconceivable potency, in spite of his one form, he is present everywhere. As the sun appears in many places at once. Text 32. Atmau pamayena sarvatra samama pashyati yo arjuna sukham va yadi va dukkham sa yogi paramo matah. He is a perfect yogi who, by comparison to his own self, sees the true equality of all beings in both their happiness and their distress, O Arjun. One who is Krishna's conscious is a perfect yogi. He is aware of everyone's happiness and distress by dint of his own personal experience. The cause of the distress of a living entity is due to his forgetfulness of his relationship with God. And the cause of happiness is knowing Krishna to be the supreme enjoyer of all the activities of the human being, the proprietor of all lands and planets, and the sincerest friend of all living entities. The perfect yogi knows that the living being who is conditioned by the modes of material nature is subjected to the threefold material miseries due to his forgetfulness of his relationship with Krishna. And because one in Krishna's consciousness is happy, he tries to distribute the knowledge of Krishna everywhere. Since the perfect yogi tries to broadcast the importance of becoming Krishna's conscious, he is the best philanthropist in the world and he is the dearest servitor of the Lord. Nacha tasman manushyeshu kashina me priya krutamaha bhagavatam 18.69. In other words, the devotee of the Lord always looks to the welfare of all living entities, and in this way he is factually the friend of everyone. He is the best yogi because he does not desire perfection in yoga for his personal benefit, but tries for others also. He does not envy his fellow living entities. Here is a contrast between a pure devotee of the Lord and a yogi interested only in his personal elevation. The yogi who has withdrawn to a secluded place in order to meditate perfectly may not be as perfect as a devotee who is trying his best to turn every man toward Krishna's consciousness. Thank you.